G'day folks, welcome here to the corporate hospitality area of the CEX Coffs International Stadium. Everything buzzing away behind us as they get ready for some pretty inconsequential events, to be honest, for the next few days, Greenie, but then the big ones very soon. So Greenie and I here, we're on the traditional lands of the Gumbenga people. We pay our respects to elders past and present and all emerging leaders. And anybody who is watching us out there on traditional lands anywhere, we certainly acknowledge the role that Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people have played in our great game, right back from the history with the Marn Brook, right through to today, and the contribution they continue to make. Our game is certainly much better for the involvement of our Indigenous brothers and sisters.
Certainly is, PT. We're here for the Youth Girls 17s Best and Fairest Award, the Nikki Wallace Medal.
Absolutely, learn from your mistakes, Greenie. We need to get that in early, unlike the last one where we nearly overlooked the medal. But yeah, as you say, named in honour of the great Nikki Wallace, first female player from our region to progress to AFLW ranks, played with the Brisbane Lions in the first season, including the grand final. Played a couple of seasons, in fact started a footy journey here, playing with Sawtell Tamina Saints, about under 11 age group, under the tutelage of Tony Linnett. If I don't mention that, I'll be in all sorts.
He takes full credit.
Absolutely. But yeah, Nikki, I guess, has been an absolute pioneer from our region and a real great role model for all of the girls down in Melbourne, playing with North Melbourne at this stage. And
one thing Nikki would be proud of is that at Youth Girls 17s, just how much the competition here locally has just developed over the past few years, and so quickly. The standard from year one to now, with the older girls coming through, it's just it's such great football to watch with the girls, the way they attack it, and the rep side they represented themselves and the AFL North Coast particularly well during the carnival.
Yeah, absolutely, and I guess there's a lot of great role models that they can follow in the footsteps of, right from Nikki, through to Georgia Bruard, who was listed with the Suns. Bree McFarlane, who was with the Lions as well, and now Port Macquarie's own Cambridge McCormack, who this year will be debuting with the GWS Giants. Who's to know which of our Youth Girls 17s will be the next one. But it's also great, obviously we've added the 14s this year, and what that's going to mean is the next couple of years, the 17s comp is just going to grow and grow and grow, both in terms of numbers, but also in terms of ability level, as we get the girls into the game younger. So really, really exciting future for girls footy all round.
We had 4 teams in the competition this year. They managed to play a fair few games of football, but when we count up the votes, how does that work out towards the end?
Yeah, so as with all of our other age groups, what you'll see tonight as we run through this presentation is you'll see a lot of raw data in terms of leaderboards will be a total collection of the number of votes received. When we do the round by round, it'll be the votes on the day. But in determining the awards, the way we do that is that we take those totals by each player, we divide it back by the number of games their team played across the season, and we come up with an average votes per game, which then just brings everybody back onto a level footing, irrespective of how many games your team played. It's all measured against how many votes on average you got per game, and that's how we decide our winners.
Okay, well, we may as well start getting right on with the business of the count. We'll start with a round 5 leaderboard. After 5 rounds, on 6 votes were Asher Lloyd and Zoe Clark, both from Sawtell Taormina. They were ahead of Bethany Jockenan from Coffs Breakers. She had 5 votes at that stage of the season, and on 3 votes, sitting in equal 4th position, both from Bellingen, were Amaya Wayne and Deja Barlow.
Yeah, two of our award winners from last year, Amaya and Deja, from memory. So then moving ahead, so from round 5 we now progress forward as far as round 10. And the leaderboard, we have on 12 votes out in front leading the way, Asher Lloyd, Muscles from Sawtell Tamina. 10 votes, we've got 3 players all locked there on 10 votes in second place. Beth Jockenan from the Breakers, Zoe Clark from Sawtell, and Amaya Wayne from Bellow. On 7 votes, we've got Lily Bartlett from the Breakers. And then in 5, we've got a tie between Jamaica Macaulay Ernest and Winnie Johnston, both of those players being from Sawtell.
Okay, so a few players there could win the medal, and we've still got 4 rounds to go, so we may as well start the counting. Round 11 was played on July 24, Grafton against Coffs Breakers. 1 vote, Zoe Parsons, Coffs Breakers. 2 votes, Bethany Jockenan, Coffs Breakers. 3 votes, Selena Leslie from Grafton.
And then the second match of round 11 was between Sawtell Taormina Saints and the Bellingen Bulldogs, top of the table clash. 1 vote went to Jamaica Macaulay Ernest from Sawtell Turmina, 2 votes to Indy Luz from Bellingen, and 3 votes to Asher Lloyd from Sawtell Turmina Saints.
Moving on to the next round, round 12 played on July 31, Bellingen versus Grafton. 1 vote, Isabella Parmenter from Bellingen. 2 votes, Amaya Wayne from Bellingen. 3 votes, Indy Luz, Bellingen.
And the other round there, the other match of the round, Coffs Breakers versus Sawtell Turmina Saints. 1 vote went to Winnie Johnston from Sawtell. 2 votes to Zoe Clark from Sawtell. And for a clean sweep from Sawtell, 3 votes to Jamaica Macaulay Ernest.
2 rounds to go. The second last round, round 13, played on August 7. Coffs Breakers, they played at home against Grafton. 1 vote went to Chelsea Bagnall from Grafton. 2 votes, Charlotte Ricketts from the Coffs Breakers, and 3 votes, Zoe Parsons from the Coffs Breakers.
And the round finished with another top of the table clash, Sawtell Turmina against Bellingen. 1 vote to Zoe Clark from Sawtell, 2 votes to Jamaica Macaulay Ernest from Sawtell, and 3 votes to Amaya Wayne from Bello.
Oh, it's getting tight at the top now, PT. This last round, all important. Round 14, August 14. Coffs Breakers versus Bellingen. 1 vote, Charlotte Ricketts from the Coffs Breakers. 2 votes, Deja Barlow from Bellingen. 3 votes, Amaya Wayne from Bellingen.
Wowee. Grafton versus Sawtell, last game of the season. 1 vote, Harley White from Grafton. 2 votes, Winnie Johnston from Sawtell Turmina, and 3 votes to Asher Lloyd from Sawtell Turmina. So a lot of names in the last vote, in the last sort of count there from the last few rounds we've seen on the leaderboard, Greenie. I probably should have had the shoes off to keep track. I didn't, so why don't you start us off and tell us how that's all played out?
Well, we'll start off with the Rising Star winner, and there are a lot of players on the leaderboard who aren't top age players, under 15, under 16 players, which bodes well for the future of the competition. But with the Rising Star, we go with the player who polled the most votes, who is the bottom age player, so an under 15 player.
Yep, turned 15 this year.
Yep, and that Rising Star award this year goes to Amaya Wayne from Bellingen.
Congratulations, Amaya. From memory, that's second one in a row. I think you won it last year as well from memory. So certainly a player who's on the rise, very athletic player, and great to see her involved in our competition. Our runner-up in the best and fairest overall. This is the player who's got the second highest number average votes per game, and this award goes to Zoe Clark from the Sawtell Turmina Saints, older sister of young Taylor Clark, who got the Rising Star in the 14. So good things happening there in the Clark household, and great to see both the girls in amongst it. Well done, Zoe, really good season. Always love seeing you rocking up to footy in your boots, ready to go. Don't think she owns any joggers, to be honest.
And then we go to the winners, and looking at the leaderboard, we've actually got joint winners of the Nikki Wallace Medal this year, PT. Congratulations to Asher Lloyd from Sawtell Turmina, and another award coming this great player's way, Amaya Wayne from Bellingen.
Yeah, fantastic. So well done to both. Amaya, really big effort to be not only the Rising Star but also the BNF, the Nikki Wallace Medal winner. But also great to see Lloydie, in there taking out the award as well. Been a great season from both girls, and both are really positive leaders within their team, within our competition. We love having them involved, so it's great to see them in there. So maybe just to recap the final leaderboard and let everybody know how it sort of all played out. So as we've already said, Greenie, equal first, Asher Lloyd and Amaya Wayne, who both averaged 1.5 votes per game. We've then got Zoe Clark in third. We've got equal fourth, Beth Jokinen and Jamaica Macaulay Ernest, who came home with a wet sail. 6th was Indy Luz from the Bellingen Bulldogs. 7th, Deja Barlow, also from Bello. 8th was Winnie Johnston, really great season from Winnie. 9th was Zoe Parsons from the Coffs Breakers, and 10th was Lily Bartlett, also from the Coffs Breakers. So well done to all those players and to everybody who's played and poll votes over the season. And
to the award winners, those awards will be presented after the grand final. So all the award winners, it'd be great to see you at CX Coffs International Stadium for the grand final and receive the plaudits that you so truly deserve from an admiring crowd when you receive your award.
Yeah, absolutely. We've certainly sent out the invitation to Nikki. Can't guarantee she'll be here, being down in Melbourne, so you might just have to make do with getting it from Uncle Tony Linnett. But second prize, not too bad.
Not too good either.
Okay, that's it from the Nikki Wallace Medal presentation for the youth girls for season 2022. Tune in again for the last one of the year, the last one of the night, when we announce the under 15 shortly.